Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, folks. I'm doing another retro review of a movie that's not too old. It's The Curse of La Llorona. Now, I am going to give you a little background on this before I give you my spoiler-free review. This movie was based on the actual myth of La Llorona. She was a woman of great beauty who lived in Mexico, and a rancher came in to town one day where she lived. They fell in love. They had 2 kids. Well, now, or years later, their kids are like 10, 11 years old. Well, she caught her husband cheating on him, or cheating on her, with a younger woman. So out of a fit of jealous rage, she drowns her kids in a river. And after she realizes the horror that she had committed, she drowns herself in the same river. And she was banished or not allowed into heaven to forever be away from her kids. And so she became a kind of like a wailing spirit, kind of like a banshee, because she screeches, she wails, she sobs, and basically if you hear her crying, you are going to die. Because she has set her sights on you and your kids, if you have 2 kids, because she had 2 kids. If your kids hear the wailing, that means that they have also been targeted to be replacements for La Llorona. La Llorona, sorry. It's hard to pronounce, especially in a slightly Hispanic accent. Anyway, the movie has Linda Cardellini, Patricia Velasquez, Raymond Cruz. And the guy from the Annabelle movie who played the priest. I can't remember his real name, but he's also a very good actor. He's played in many, many movies of Hispanic origin. And that is one of the things that they actually did in this movie. They actually kept it really close to the origins of La Llorona. And it was brilliantly done. I'm not going to go into any of the details of this movie except that they held nothing back. This is connected to the Conjuring universe. And I thought that it was a very good movie. Even if it did bomb in theaters, I think it was well done. Objectively, the special effects, the digital effects, could have been a little better. But it doesn't harm the movie so much that it takes away from the score. So, objectively, I will give the movie a 4 out of 5. It's just the special effects of a couple scenes that don't measure up. Now, subjectively, I give it a 5 out of 5. I really liked the story. It kept me engaged. It kept me on the seat of my pants. Much like many of the movies of the Conjuring universe. I love a lot of them. I love all of them. That's why I own all of them. Now, moviegoer, if you like horror movies, you'll like this movie. You will like this movie. So, moviegoer, I give it a 5 out of 5. The casting was good. Raymond Cruz, who basically plays in a lot of movies. I mean, he played in Alien Resurrection. He played in several shows. I think he even played in Law and Order. Linda Cardellini from The Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Endgame, and many other movies. I mean, the casting for the main characters were very good. Patricia Velasquez, who played Anck-su-namun in The Mummy and The Mummy 2. Yeah, this was a very good movie. And it has the frightening quality of this is based on a real world legend. Now, the Conjuring movies were based on real world things that actually happened. The Annabelle doll is a real doll. So, the Curse of La Llorona is a real world curse or a real world myth and legend But I don't think they actually had that happening. This movie takes place in the 70s, like the other movies did in the 70s, and, well, The Nun took place in the 50s. But yeah, this movie took place in the 70s, around, or just around after the time of the Annabelle movie. And I thought that this movie was very well done. The acting was very entertaining in certain areas, but it also gets very serious in other areas. It's all around a good movie, in my opinion. Now, I understand that this movie bombed in the box office, but people just cannot understand that when a movie is based on a true story, you have to ground it in a sense. So you cannot make it all such a visual spectacular and such. Plus, this movie was a low budget. You could tell by the special effects being slightly lower quality than normal. I think that's what hurt the movie the most, in my opinion, and objectively as well. The movie's special effects could have been a lot better in certain areas. But overall, this movie was good. I do recommend it. If you like horror movies, I definitely recommend it. If you like the Conjuring universe, definitely check it out if you haven't already. Anyway, folks, that is going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know down in the comments below if you have seen this movie, what you thought of it. I gave a spoiler free, so if you haven't, you won't be too spoiled. And if you have seen it, let me know what your favorite parts were, but try not to put too many spoilers in it. Anyway, folks, this has been Orange Hat Reviews, and my reminder to everyone, stay humble. Catch y'all on the next one.